Hello everybody, Toast Bomb here bringing you more Halo 4 gameplay commentary, but I have to tell you that this is actually not my video. This is someone else's gameplay. So if you like what you're seeing on the screen, which you should because it's pretty awesome gameplay. This is Buck57 and Buck20, some top-notch Halo players playing right here. So if you like it and you want to see more of it, I'll provide a link in the description to the original video if you want to check that out. So today we are going to be talking about class setups and what I'm going to be using, what you guys are going to be using too. So I'm more of a support player, so I stick back, stick with the longer range guns, shoot enemies from afar, and help my teammates pick them off. So I end up getting a lot of assists, and I'm usually not the guy at the front of the lines charging in or taking the objective. So because of this, I'm going to be choosing the DMR as my primary weapon because the maps are pretty stinking big in Halo 4 compared to the previous Halo games, in what they consider a mid-range map at least. Now, this is going to help me stay back, shoot enemies from afar, and get their shields down so the main Slayer on the team can go in, charge in, people are weak, and they can take them out. But if you're someone who is a main slayer or just has a more aggressive gameplay style in general, you're probably going to want to go with something more like the BR, because at closer ranges, enemies are going to be moving across the screen much quicker than if you're picking them off at very long ranges. So you're going to want a gun that actually puts out a lot of bullets on the field at one time, so you have a higher chance of hitting your target. This is where the BR comes in handy because it has that 3-shot burst. Then moving on to my secondary weapon, now I'm definitely going to be using the bolt shot. Not only just because it looks really cool, I want to use it a lot, but there's a lot of times where you're just caught in really awkward situations, especially when you're using a DMR like in Reach. It is a bit awkward to use at very, very close ranges. So if you had a bolt shot, which can basically charge up to a shotgun, you're going to be very, very happy that you have that over your 50-50 melee battle like you generally have. Also, when you get into higher tiers of play, there tends to be a lot less melee battles because people know that it can easily end even if you're down a few shots or up a few shots in just a tied melee battle. So people tend to stay back and just fight from a very short distance using their BRs or whatever they're using as a primary weapon to try and kill that way because it's a much more likely chance that only one person's going to come out on top. So if you do get into one of those rare occasions, then you have this shotgun in your pocket and you pull it out, charge it up, and blap! Those guys are dead. They didn't even stand a chance. Now for the armor ability, I was thinking I probably want to use like auto sentry because that seems really cool for support players, able to have multiple targets shooting at one thing at one time. That seems really cool, but from what I've seen, it just seems too dinky, and I'm not sure how to actually use it effectively. It seems like it would just get taken out instantly every time, although I'm sure there is its place in battle. I'm just not sure what it is yet, or if it can be used effectively. So I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go towards Regeneration Field at first because that seems really, really cool. Like, I'm thinking Pit. I use Pit a lot as an example, but I just like that map. It has a great gameplay flow and a lot of variety in combat. So, this happens a lot. You find yourself trying to push to the other side of the map, and then your teammates get weak. You have to back out. The other team's coming quick. You don't know what to do. You're all one shot. You have a regeneration field, boom, lay that down, everyone gets in, shields start recharging, because this thing isn't going to be very effective in the middle of combat, because your shields aren't just going to be completely recharging. You're not going to have like overshield while you're in this thing, and they have said it's weaker than the Halo 3 regeneration field, so it's not going to be very effective in combat, but preparing for combat in situations like that where it's this panic mode, like, oh crap, we're all going to die, could be really useful and turn the tide of battle completely. Then for my tactical package, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going resupply. Now, if you don't know, resupply allows you to recover grenades from fallen allies or foes. This is huge because grenades are just a massive part in the Halo series, and you tend to just throw them around willy-nilly a lot. But in Halo 4, you're not going to be able to do that because people don't drop grenades. You can only find them around the map, or you can only spawn with them. So if people are going to be dropping grenades and you're going to be able to recover stuff from them, that's going to be massive and going to give you a huge advantage in every battle because you're always going to be fresh on grenades. And then for the support package, this one is a no-brainer for any of you fellow support players out there. It is the Ordnance Priority, and this allows you to see personal ordnance before it drops, where it's going to drop, and what time. That is huge for people on teams. If no one was using it on one team and one person was using it on the other team, that person calls out to everyone where it's going to be, they set up, know where it's going to be before the other team, and get the power weapon every time. That is massive and will help the other team out massively. So it's going to be essential for at least one person to be using this per game. And if you're a support player, that's probably going to be you. And then for the last thing, what grenades am I going to be using? Now I am super curious about the pulse grenade and thinking that I'm going to definitely try that out. But what I think I'm actually going to stick towards is the plasma grenade, because with that recovery perk, you are going to be able to sticky launch like no tomorrow. And that's a huge thing in combat, being able to sticky launch and get out of some really sticky situations. Get it? See what I did there? And it can help a lot. And plasma grenades, you know, they're not that much worse than frags. It doesn't really allow you to get those grenades around the corner, but I think plasma grenades are better in most situations than others. It also will definitely depend on the map, especially for the grenades. But anyways, that's my class. Put in the comments what your class is going to be. I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking and what you guys are planning on using at launch or whenever you unlock all the stuff. Anyways, that'll do it for this video. If you liked the video, you can leave a like or a comment, or you could subscribe because I post new Halo videos every day. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.